Hey, how's it going out there? In this video, I'm going to discuss what can you do when your case is taking too long with USCIS. I will also discuss briefly what you can do when you're facing other process issues with USCIS as well. My name is Rodrigo Canido. I'm an immigration attorney, and I do videos on different immigration topics and how to get legal status in the United States. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Alright, I know it's very frustrating sometimes for people when they submit their application to USCIS and the case just takes forever. I understand that. So I want to talk to you about what you can do about it. Okay, so when you submitted your application, alright, you probably received a receipt in the mail or in some form. Okay, that receipt has a receipt number. So to start off, what you want to do is go to the USCIS website, all right? Go to the section on their website for particular matters, okay? And then you will put in your receipt number to see what's happening with your case, all right? You want to see if the case is pending, if you had some type of appointment for fingerprints, if you had some notice to submit additional evidence, all right? But at least when you look at that particular page on USCIS and the case says it's still pending, you know there's nothing wrong. All right, so that's the start. The next thing you can do is see the processing times. All right, so for USCIS, they have processing times for different types of applications. I'm not sure it's for all their applications, but I know it's for plenty of them, okay? So you want to go to that site on USCIS for processing times, and it's going to ask you for the form number that you submitted and also the office location, okay? And then you put in that information. It's going to tell you how long this particular case has been pending, okay? So you put that and then you compare it, right? If it's saying it's taking 1 year, but you've been waiting just 4 months, then you know basically nothing is abnormal, right? Your case is just progressing at a normal speed, okay? And generally when that happens, there's not much you can really do because immigration does need time to review your case carefully to determine if you're eligible for the benefit that you're looking for. All right, but let's just say the immigration is saying your case should take 6 months, or is saying, the processing time is about 6 months, but your case has been pending now for over a year. In that situation, what you could try to do is communicate with them directly. So you could try calling them. I know that the USCIS website itself allows you to communicate with them by writing in different ways. Okay, so you want to try that first. You want to try to communicate with them in some way and see if you can resolve your issue that way. All right, but let's just say, for example, that doesn't work either. You communicate with them, but nothing happens. All right, so another option is working with the Office of Citizenship and Immigration Services Ombudsman, okay? Yes, that's a very strange name, Ombudsman. I'm not sure why it's called that, but that's what it's called. All right, so this particular office, what they can do is actually communicate with USCIS on your behalf. Okay, so how does the process work? You'd actually go to their particular website, and I will put below links to the website for the Office of Ombudsman and also USCIS in the sections that I referenced earlier, so you can find those. So you'd go to the website, the Ombudsman website, and then you'd fill out an online form called 7001. Okay, you'd fill that out. Put your information about what's happening with your case. So put those details in there. You also want to explain what you've done to communicate with USCIS. That's actually a requirement. You have to communicate with USCIS first before you communicate with the Office of Ombudsman. Okay. So put that. You can also submit additional evidence. So you could scan them a document supporting what you're saying is going on. So an example might be the actual receipt that you received, because the receipt will have the date of when you submitted your application request. Okay, so that could be one piece of evidence that you could use. Okay, and then you submit this online. Keep in mind that there's no cost for this. So, besides just writing, submitting your information via writing, okay, and submitting the evidence, you don't have to pay a fee for it. Okay. All right. So hopefully you're able to resolve your issue with this service. I can tell you from personal experience, I've actually used them. I had a case a couple years back where I was applying for U visa for a client of mine, and their notice for their fingerprints, the fingerprint notice just was taking forever, and so we decided to use this to try to speed up that process, and it actually did. Okay, it actually did speed it up, and that person was eventually able to get their U visa. So it does work. And this process can actually help people who are dealing with other processing issues as well. Say, for example, immigration was supposed to send you something in the mail, some notice or something like that, and you just never received it. Okay, they may be able to assist you with that. Another issue could be they issue a decision that's just flatly wrong or not based on the correct law. If that were to happen, then this office might be one you can turn to resolve that particular issue. Another situation could be if you're dealing with some type of emergency or hardship, okay, that's going to affect your immigration case. This office may be able to assist you with that as well. All right, and there's other, obviously, numerous issues that can happen with process in a given case. So, this office may be able to assist you with numerous different issues. All right. So the point is, this is kind of this particular option is like a last resort. You want to try everything you can before you use this type of service. I should also mention that in some situations, your local government representative can also potentially help you in certain immigration cases. But for purposes of this video, I'm focusing on the Office of Ombudsman. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you got something out of watching this video.